Hello and welcome to my channel Legal Messages. Today I'm going to talk to you about some very important issues. You see, the protection of life, property, security of the people, the citizen of this country is the duty of the state, is the duty of the machineries of the state. But you see, sometimes what happens is that you are in some kind of problem and the state is not available to take recourse for the say for the protection of your life, property, etc. In that situation, you have to defend yourself, and the state gives you the right to defend yourself. But the question arises, if you defend yourself and in process of defending yourself, what if certain certain thing, unwanted thing happens, or certain such thing happen which you sometimes feel that you have committed some kind of mistake. In that situation, what you are going to do, what you are going to think about that. To clear doubt about that, the right of uh, private defense is provided in Indian Penal Code 1860. Today, I'm going to talk about the right of private defense in detail. Section 96 to 106 of Indian Penal Code talks about right of private defense. Here, the right of private defense is broadly categorized, classified into two categories: right of private defense of your body and right of private defense of your property. I will today in this episode I will talk to you about right of private defense of the body. Section 96 of Indian Penal Code says that nothing is an offense which is done in order to protect the right of private defense, in order to execute the right of private defense. And then section 97 talks about two kinds of right of private defense. One is right of private defense for your body, and second, right of private defense about your property. The right of private defense of your body means a person who is faced with a situation in which he is being assaulted, he is being offended, a force is being used against him which can cause hurt, grievous hurt, which can cause his death, which can cause rape, which can cause unnatural lust, which can cause uh, abduction, etc. So in such situation, if there is an assault of that kind, the right of private defense is given to the citizen. Now, what right of private defense, in what way he can use the right of private defense? Suppose a person is being assaulted and he feels threatened, so he will have to defend himself. If he is in process of defending, there is a limit to which he can exercise the force from his side as well. There are broadly two categories for that. One category is speak about defending yourself to the extent that you can defend yourself and you get safe from the assault. And second category is that you can even cause the death of the person. Now, second category is what? Second category is those cases, like the case of grievous hurt. Suppose you are in a situation and there is assault from the other side, which can lead to grievous hurt for yourself, which can lead to death of the for yourself, which can lead, somebody is trying to rape you, somebody is trying to go for unnatural lust, etc. In this situation, you can even go to the extent of defending yourself, and in process, if you happen to kill that person, if you happen to cause the death of that person, the law says that you could be that you would be not held responsible for that. And the second thing, if the situation is not like that, it is like that, yeah, it is like that, that the assault or force is of such nature that it cannot cause grievous hurt, it can cause hurt or simply say you can get offended. So your right of private defense extend to the point of uh, defending yourself. Now, another point, right of private defense does not mean that this defense, this right is given for defending yourself, just yourself. By taking the use of this thing, you can defend the other person as well. Suppose there is a friend of you, or there is any other person who is being exploited in the same way, who is being assaulted in the same way. The same right of defense applies there as well. You can cause same, you can take same defense against that person who is trying to inflict the offense against the person, against the other person. So right of private defense means you have the right of private defense against your own body, against the body of other. Hence, you can protect somebody. So suppose somebody is in position, he is being uh, assaulted. You can muster your courage and go and save that person by applying the force to the person who is trying to inflict damage to the other person. So, right of private defense is a very good thing. It gives you the power to defend yourself to the other people as well. So, if you are faced with such situation, do use such things, but definitely remember one thing, that you do not exaggerate the things to the point that, for example, if you so that you are making misuse of it. For example, you are provoking somebody, and in retaliation, that person is trying to assault you, and then you are using your right of private defense. That does not apply here. That is not acceptable here. Provocation itself is a bad thing, and if you provoke somebody, you loses your right of private defense. Second thing, there is a one exception to it. Section 99 says that sometimes what happens that public servant, while while executing certain orders, uh, tend to commit uh, some assault or some excesses. So in that situation, what does the right of private where does the right of private stands? You see, in that situation, the section 99 says that, barring the fact that there is a chance of grievous hurt or death uh, by the by the action of the public sector, uh, you cannot use right of private defense. Means right of private defense is it can be used against the uh, public servant in case you feel that uh, a grievous hurt or death can be caused by the public servant. Apart from that, you do not have the right of private defense against the act of the public servant. So these two things need to be taken into account. One is the proportional right of private defense. Second is that private defense against the public servant uh, have some exceptions. And third important thing is that right of private defense of the body is for you, and you can also save other people through this act. I hope you understand this. Thank you very much.